high school basketball coverage on the one to count on for today's local sports, KNIA KRLS, streaming at KNIAKRLS.com and on your free KNIA and KRLS mobile apps.
Naylor, backdoor, Kingery, slams it home on the backdoor cuts, and the Indians have their biggest lead of the night by 12.
Here comes Noah Allen attacking, kicking, Miller for three, boom! Carl Miller, the driller, stretches Pella's lead to 46-38.
Oh, tipped up, controlled, here comes JoJo Bice with 6 seconds, fast break, layup is good at the other end, Norwalk takes the lead. 52-50, Bice the steal, and runs it all the way down coast to coast. 52-50, Warriors back on top.
We'll get you ready for tonight's contest with our keys to the game, starting lineups, colors of the game, and the game time temp.
They've come out of the half firing. Agri looking for more for three. Yes! Emery Agri heating up with back-to-back trays.
Here's Emma Duncan. Catch and shoot three. Splash down, Emma Duncan.
And there's a tip and a steal, Reagan Van Wyk. This is for the lead in transition. The layup is in. Count it in, one. And Reagan Van Wyk puts Pella back on top.
Now let's head to the gym for all the exciting action of South Central Iowa high school basketball on the one to count on for today's local sports, KNIA and KRLS.
And a happy new year to you and yours, wherever you may be. We welcome you to 2022 and what promises to be another special season of Iowa high school sports in South Central Iowa. I'm Andrew Schneider alongside Wynn Veenstra. This is the Knoxville Hospital and Clinic's Red Rock Clinic Pella radio pregame show. The Knoxville Hospital and Clinic's Red Rock Clinic and Pella is your cornerstone to health. And Wynn, Happy New Year to you. Hope you and the family had a great Christmas holiday. We are back, and there is no rest for the wicked, no easing your way back into the basketball season. We have maybe the best basketball school in Iowa, certainly one of the best, with 2 top 10 teams here tonight with Dallas Center Grimes in town.
Well, it is good to be back, and it's good to see you back again in the gymnasium. It's been a while since we've worked together, so yeah, it's an interesting start to the second half of the season. I remember when I was coaching, you had that nice long week and a half, 2-week break to kind of work on some things, and you almost kind of hope for an easy opponent as you wore yourself back into the season. But that's not the case tonight for Pella Christian, as they're going to go up against 2 very good Dallas Center Grimes teams.
Well, and we start in the opener with the girls, number 6 in Class 4A, right now the front runner in the Little Hawkeye Conference. They come in shooting 42% as a team, averaging 55 points per game. They are keyed win as we look at our Hormel Foods radio keys to this game by Emma Miner, the talented perimeter player who can also play inside, a very tall junior. She leads the way in a very balanced scoring attack from DCG. They can get you multiple ways.
Well, they've always had a team that could really play super defense, get all over you, get up the floor quickly, shoot the ball from outside as well as inside, and this team is no different.
Well, and it has been in the Varsity Mountain era all DCG. In fact, all 15 games these two teams have played since DCG has joined the Little Hawkeye Conference, all DCG. And there's a reason for that. And for PC, again, you don't want to temper too many expectations. You don't want to say, well, they can't do it tonight, but they've got to play awfully good basketball. And they haven't been at full health really the entire season. They've had, I think, 8 different players start at one point, and I think there's only one player, Jocelyn Terpstra, who's played in all 8 of their games.
Yeah, they've really struggled with just a little nagging injuries.
Easy for you to say.
Along with some influenza and other activities that have kept some players away, and unfortunately that's just the way it goes in high school basketball in the wintertime, and you just got to play through them and do the best you can. And these girls are going to give it a good effort, and let's just, again, the task is great in front of them. The odds of them winning are pretty slim, but you still got to go out and play the game. You still got to try to put the ball through the hoop and see if you can improve and get better and maybe be able to use something that you learned tonight down the road.
Well, and when we saw Albion the opener win, we saw with the team that wasn't quite 100% yet with Carly Anderson not playing, but we saw a team that was capable, I think, of beating a lot of 2A, 3A schools. It's unfair to judge where this girls team is, especially after losing what they lost from last season to this year, when they're playing in a conference win that has 4 teams that very well could be in the 4A state tournament.
Absolutely, and just so many athletes to choose from. Pella Christian, just by the nature of the fact that they don't have a lot of girls out for basketball, are forced to play in freshmen, and this year, it's juniors and freshmen basically making up the team with a few sophomores to come in as substitutions. But when you're playing against juniors and seniors that have had a lot of experience and got a lot of confidence, it's really difficult.
Those are your Hormel Foods radio keys to the game. Looking for a key to your new career, visit HormelJob.com. We're live inside our Knoxville Hospital and Clinic's Red Rock Clinic Pella radio pregame show. And let's go ahead and take a look at your game time temperature presented by Van Haften Plumbing and Heating. It's a little bit of the oasis in between very, very cold January days, which finally arrived as soon as we flipped the calendar to January. Winter decided it was going to hold off until then. 37 degrees now. It's going to be about 40 degrees colder about 12 hours from now when you wake up tomorrow morning. So, folks, if you're having trouble with your heating system, make sure you trust the heating and cooling experts at Van Haften Plumbing and Heating in Pella. You'll rest easy when you pick up the phone and hear.
Van Haften.
We're live inside the Knoxville Hospital and Clinic's Red Rock Clinic Pella radio pregame show, getting you set for Eagles versus Mustangs basketball. We'd be remiss without mentioning that we're also on the Pella Christian High School YouTube channel, and it's brought to you by Kinetic Edge Physical Therapy. If you're enjoying the broadcast, make sure you consider a donation to help keep it free. Go to pceagles.org and click the donate button, or just click the Eagle head logo in the bottom right-hand corner of this video and hit donate to PC. And it's a link in the header. And again, thank you to Kinetic Edge Physical Therapy, who has picked up sponsorship of the video stream. We'll have more after this on 92.1 KRLS.
Marion County Bank salutes the farmers and their families in Marion and surrounding counties. Hi, I'm Trey Sadoff, ag lender at Marion County Bank. We know that for today's farmers to be successful, it takes more than just hard work and dedication. It takes a commitment. At Marion County Bank, we're committed to our area farmer success too. As our area's leading ag bank, we invite you to visit with one of our ag loan officers at our Pella or Knoxville office for all your ag lending needs, concerns, and opportunities. We have the experience and expertise to help with your farming operation. Marion County Bank, serving you, building community. Member FDIC.
At Vision for Less, it's just the right price. 2 pairs of glasses start under $40 and 2 pairs of progressives start under $80. Using insurance? We accept over 1,000 plans, and using your benefits is as easy as 1, 2, 3. No insurance? No problem. We've got glasses to fit your budget. It's just the right price. Only at Vision for Less. Right glasses, right price, right now.
Over the past few months, Pella Real Estate Services has been sharing real stories of real people saving real money by selling their home using the Prez Listing Advantage.
They saved $3,600.
They saved $1,470.
These sellers saved $3,120.
Why pay a 6% commission when you can save thousands of dollars, just like many others have, using the Prez Listing Advantage? Call 628-1BUY to list your home with Pella Real Estate Services.
Did you know that Pella has its very own decorated apparel company? Windmill Print and Stitch offers on-site professional graphic design, friendly trained sales and customer service staff, and production staff that is highly skilled and trained to give you the best looking apparel in the industry. Whether you're looking for custom-made t-shirts for your family reunion or new polos or hats for your business, no job is too big or too small. Windmill Print and Stitch is a proud partner of BSN Sports, printing many of your local uniforms and fan gear right here in Pella.
Van Manen, Seedstra, Meyer, and Nickel may be a long name, but they serve businesses and individuals with both short and long names. When you let the professional CPAs at Van Manen, Seedstra, Meyer, and Nickel both save you time and give you peace of mind, you'll have more time to do the things that are important to you, like grow your business, spend time with your family, or volunteer in the community. You'll even have enough time on your hands to say their full name.
Save time and gain peace of mind with Van Manen, Seedstra, Meyer, and Nickel.
This is Kim at the Fairfield Inn & Suites in Oskaloosa, inviting you to come stay with us. We're a brand new facility that boasts state-of-the-art amenities coupled with the local charm of Oskaloosa. Our pool and fitness center is open to our guests, and free breakfast will start your day off right. Call and book with us today, or use our Marriott Bonvoy app. We look forward to seeing you.
Check out some of our hottest deals of the week, available right now at the Hy-Vee stores in Pella and Knoxville. Select varieties of Nabisco Ritz or snack crackers are just $1.99 a box. Select varieties of Brew Pub, lots of Matzo Pizza are only $4.99 each. And avocados, only 77 cents a piece. Take advantage of these and other hot deals now through Tuesday, January 4th, only at your Pella and Knoxville Hy-Vees.
We know you have choices when it comes to wireless plans for your home or business. At Strawber Cellular, we strive to be that local expert to provide all the service and expertise you need to make U.S. Cellular your choice for wireless service. Our knowledgeable staff can provide you with everything from smartphones and tablets to home internet and security options. Choose Strawber Cellular, your locally owned authorized agent for U.S. Cellular in downtown Pella.
Back inside the Knoxville Hospital and Clinic's Red Rock Clinic Pella Radio pregame show. Andrew Schneider and Wynn Veenstra on Eagle Lane, getting you set for our opening broadcast of 2022, Pella Christian versus Dallas Center Grimes. Your colors of the game are presented by Pella Engraving and Sign, and DCG will be in their road red uniforms. They're going to have the silver stripes, lettering, and trim. Pella Christian in their standard home white uniforms with the maroon numbers and gold trim. Your colors of the game are presented by Pella Engraving and Sign. Whether it's a colorfully designed event banner, car wrap, or business sign, let the professionals at Pella Engraving and Sign bring it to life. We're about to announce the starting lineups on the floor, presented by Miniga Pest Control. Starting for Pella Christian, we'll have that here in just a moment. We've got DCG's projected starters. Number 4, Avery Korshing. Number 12, Vanessa Bickford. Number 34, Ella Lampe. Number 42, Ellie Nelson. And number 50, Emma Miner. All 5 of those players have started for DCG. We'll get to Pella Christian after a quick timeout for the national anthem and an opening prayer. You're listening to Pella Christian Eagles basketball on 92.1 KRLS in the Knoxville Hospital and Clinic's Red Rock Clinic Pella radio pregame show.
Remodeling can be a headache, especially when you're trying to work around your contractor's schedule. You don't have to worry about that with Mike Blom with Cabinet Design of Pella and Wood Harbor Cabinetry. Just ask Deb Shaw of Pella.
Mike was always very accommodating to our schedule. Anytime that we set up a time to meet, he always wanted to make sure it worked for us. Most of our meetings were in the evening, and it never bothered him to come out and be out here.
Hi, I'm Mike Blom, the cabinet guy. Cabinet Design of Pella, where we expand and enhance your ideas beyond your expectations.
Hormel Foods in Knoxville is hiring. They have openings on first, second, and third shift for positions including quality control, operations, and maintenance starting at $17.85 an hour. All 9 positions will receive the shift differential. Quality control and operations will receive a 50-cent an hour increase at 3 months and an additional 50-cent an hour increase at 6 months. Employees will be offered weekly pay up to $1,000, a free 2-year college tuition, compressive benefits, paid vacation, and a 401k. Apply today at HormelJobsKnoxville.com.
You gave your kids a new puppy or kitten for Christmas. Let's make sure we take care of him. This is Dr. Tim Yoder with Tri-County Veterinary Clinic in Pella, and we have a new puppy and kitten program that provides the attention they need. It involves physical exams, vaccinations, diets, and most importantly, information for you so that you can provide the best care for your new family member. Schedule your new puppy or kitten visit by calling Tri-County Veterinary Clinic in Pella.
They're the veterinarians.
Yes, we are. We're the veterinarians.
They take care of pets because they love them.
Pella Engraving and Sign Company has a reputation of quality and excellence for providing indoor and outdoor signs in a variety of materials, including metal, plastic, and acrylic. We also produce banners for businesses and events, as well as car wraps to stand out and bring your promotional needs to life. We will work with any budget by offering a variety of price points and material options to bring you the best value. And Pella Engraving and Sign prides ourselves on meeting exacting standards and quick turnaround times. Learn more at PellaEngraving.com.
At Pella Fiber, you're more than just a number. You're a neighbor, a friend, a family member. You are what makes Pella a great place to live, work, and play. And Pella Fiber is dedicated to bringing you the connections you need to live life to its fullest. So while big telecommunications companies see you as just another number on a profit statement, you'll always be much more to us. Pella Fiber, neighbors, not numbers. Join us at PellaFiber.com and connect to what really matters.
The new year often brings colder temperatures to Iowa, which means snow and ice. Even though we work hard to keep the lights on, sometimes Mother Nature has another plan in store. If your power goes out, give us a call to let us know, and then hang tight while we fix power lines. If there is a large storm, follow us on Facebook for power restoration updates. And remember to stay away from any down power lines outside. Assume it's live and not safe. Looking out for you, we're Pella Cooperative Electric.
Live inside our Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth. I'm Andrew Schneider alongside Wynn Veenstra as we get you set for our first broadcast of the new year. A happy new year to you and yours, and hope you had a wonderful holiday season. We're back to Iowa High School basketball live on 92.1 KRLS and the Pella Christian High School YouTube channel. Andrew Schneider, Win Veenstra coming to you for this Little Hawkeye Conference matchup between the Pella Christian Eagles and number 6 in Class 4A, DCG Mustangs. They're announcing the starting lineups on the floor. Here are the starters for Pella Christian, presented by Miniga Pest Control. At freshman guard, 5'8", number 3, Chloe Heisman. At 13 at guard, one of the top players in the Little Hawkeye Conference for the first 8 games of the season, Jocelyn Terpstra. Faith Kakmarinsky, the freshman, number 15. Carly Anderson, the junior, at number 21. And Claire Vandermolen, the junior, at number 30 at forward. Your starting lineups presented by Miniga Pest Control. Sean and his team want to kill your bugs.
Call 628-3198. Miniga Pest Control.
And we have a whole lot going on in our area games here tonight on our Marion County Bank radio scoreboard. It's Grinnell versus Indianola. 2 of the top girls teams in the Little Hawkeye Conference are clashing. That is live on 94.3 KNIA. Trevor Castle across the way at Pella High School for Oskaloosa versus Pella. And then Newton and Norwalk are live on KNIA 3. Pella's live on KRLS 2 or the Pella Dutch Live YouTube channel. Your Marion County Bank radio scoreboard, where they're serving you and building community across the Red Rock area. As we get our starting lineups wrapped up here, we're getting you set for your opening tip presented by Dutch Mill Supply and Win. Here we are. Basketball is back. It's a new year of athletics. Obviously a tough challenge here for PC tonight, especially in the girls' game. Boys' game, going to be a marquee matchup.
Yeah, that boys' game could be really interesting if you believe the computer programs. It's a point or two either way, so that could be a really good game.
But in the meantime, we'll see if the Eagles girls can get an upset going here in the early going. Your opening tip presented by Dutch Mill Supply, your only locally owned lumberyard and building material supplier.
Well, the Pella Christian girls have got to take care of the basketball. They've got to get shots off in their positions. They can't be turning the ball over a lot of times and giving DCG extra opportunities to score. And if they can, keep the handle on the ball and get some shots up, maybe they'll actually get some of them to fall tonight and have a chance.
The Eagles have struggled for consistent offense so far, shooting just 32% from the floor, and it doesn't help when you've got players who have been in and out of the lineup and injured and all the above, and there are still some missing faces from that sideline. As we get underway, DCG will control the opening tip presented by Dutch Mill Supply. Ella Lampy, top of the circle, gets it over to Vanessa Bickford. Bickford right side back to Lampy. Lampy shoots it back to Bickford. Now in the corner for Avery Korshing. Center of the lane, some contact, and it's a steal for the steal machine herself, Jocelyn Terpstra. And the Eagles force the first turnover of this game.
Well, that's a good start to get them to not get a shot off and turn the ball over.
Claire Vandermolen, left side. Here's Jocelyn Terpstra, draws the double team. This gets it back out to Faith Kakmarinsky, right wing. Faith over to Carly Anderson. Anderson with a left-hand dribble, picks it up, and will throw it away. Steal goes to Lampy of DCG. In transition, layup is in for Bickford.
And that's what they do. They got the steal, got up the floor before Pella Christian could set up any kind of defense and gets a layup.
Terpstra averages 4.5 steals per game, 18 points per contest, both in the top 5 in the Little Hawkeye Conference. Over the timeline for Faith Kakmarinsky, and she will, off the dribble, stop and plant a 10-footer, no good. Rebound goes to Bickford of DCG. Here come the Mustangs. Get in their road red uniforms for our radio audience. They've got the silver numbers, the white DCG on the jersey. Right-hand layup, no good. Cutting toward the lane was Emma Miner. And the rebound goes to PC's Faith Kakmarinsky. Here come the Eagles. Kakmarinsky bringing it up the floor. And again, having to handle a lot more of those duties than I think she thought she would at the beginning of the season. Here's Jocelyn Terpstra on the wing. And she's drawing a good defender in Ella Lampy. DCG in a diamond zone. But they're so quick to the ball, they're able to collapse on some of these quick passes here for PC. 6:10 remaining, 2-0 Mustangs, first quarter. And there's another tip and another turnover and another steal for DCG as it's Bickford out. Three-pointer on the way, no good. Board controlled by Carly Anderson. Up ahead to Jocelyn Terpstra. Terpstra spin move, center of the lane, tried to put up a hook shot and travel.
Might have got bumped. I'm not sure. I would have called a foul there as she got bumped, and that's why she traveled, but the officials didn't see it that way.
2-0 Mustangs. First game returning from a 2-week winter break. It was a lot of games right before Christmas for Pella Christian. In fact, 3 in 5 days. Good pass underneath to Emma Miner, the 6-foot-tall junior, lays it in with ease for 2. And again, last year that was more of a matchup underneath win when you had the presence of Allison Van Gort, but obviously this Eagles team very guard heavy in terms of their size and ability. Terpstra over the timeline, picks up her dribble, nearly carried it. Out to Faith Cack. Cack between the circles. Picks up her dribble out to Heisman. Heisman, who's had to really come into a lot more duty than I think she envisioned as well, with a lot of the injuries to Emery Agri and Jenna Van Manen. Tipped out of bounds, stays with Pella Christian.
Well, just, too much head down dribbling again. They're not seeing some open people. Earlier, Jocelyn had Carly wide open when she got double teamed and missed her. And there was a case where Faith had her back to her teammates.
It's a vision for less timeout for Pella Christian with 5:02 remaining. Andrew Schneider and Win Veenstra here on 92.1 KRLS as we are just getting underway here on Eagle Lane, kicking off the new year. I do want to remind you that this broadcast is brought to you by BSN Sports and Windmill Print and Stitch in Pella. Windmill Print and Stitch is a locally owned decorated apparel company right here in the Tulip City, and they're a proud partner of BSN Sports. If you need apparel for your team or business, call Phil with BSN Sports at 620-8337 or stop into the BSN Sports Windmill Print and Stitch office on Southeast 14th Street in Pella. A creative idea drawn up by Branda Peelwin. Eagles got to find a way to attack this extended defense. It's really, I think, kind of frustrated them, and they're being very tentative right now. Everything's staying on the perimeter because they probably feel like they can't get it inside anymore.
Well, like I said, Jocelyn had it down the left side early in that first possession and missed a wide open Carly Anderson on the right side because she just couldn't see her.
So Eagles have the ball. Double team trap here on Faith Kakmarinsky. She has to throw it out. And now contested and stolen away by Miner. Or excuse me, that's Ellie Nelson. Couldn't finish in transition after the third Eagles turnover. Rebound to Kakmarinsky. But 3 DCG steals to 4 Eagles turnovers. It's a 4-0 DCG lead. Now, in the context of how everything's happening here, that pass was tipped over the timeline and Kakmarinsky able to retrieve it. DCG fancies themselves as one of the contenders not only for the Little Hawkeye Conference Championship, but Class 4A state title as well. Emma Miner for 3. One of the big reasons why. Misses that shot. There's Jocelyn Terpstra. Terpstra weaving through the defense, kicks it out. Cack, catch and shoot 3 on the way, short. Rebound tipped and controlled by Nelson of DCG. 4-0 Mustangs halfway through the first quarter. Eagles on defense trying to keep up with number 6 and 4A, turnover Mustangs. Well, on the positive side, when the Eagles have forced 3 DCG turnovers.
Defensively, to give only 4 points here in the first 4 minutes of the game, I think Coach Chambers got to be extremely excited about that. No offensive rebounds for DCG, so that's another good positive.
There's Carly Anderson. Anderson, that pass is tipped and stolen away by DCG, and the layup misses. There's the first offensive board as it's knocked out of bounds by PC.
Yeah.
Another steal for Bickford, 6th Eagles turnover.
Well, Pella Christian, I think it was Kakmarinsky was sandwiched between 2 taller players. All she could do was tip it away, and it went out of bounds.
In the corner, 3 on the way on the inbounds is in for Bickford. She has 5 to lead all scores. It's 7-0 Mustangs to open the first quarter. Your creative idea, by the way, is drawn up by Branda Peel for branding, print, web, video, interactive. Call Branda Peel, relentless for you. Faith Cack has it knocked out of bounds on the dribble as it was Finley Fitzgerald off the bench knocking that one away.
Yeah, there's a mistake that she'll learn from, I hope, and doesn't make it again. Once she got that pass on the press, she went towards the sideline. She's got to go away from the sideline there because it plays right into their hands.
Jenna Van Manen on the floor and another steal for DCG. Lampy comes up with a 7th turnover for PC, still scoreless. On the Eagles side of the scoreboard, down 7-0 to the number 6 Mustangs. Skip pass right side to Bickford. Bickford out to Fitzgerald after it was tipped by PC. DCG being very patient here on offense. Fitzgerald finds an opening, has it knocked away by Van Manen. Jenna Van Manen the steal. 4 DCG turnovers have at least kept this game within earshot. Then Monin picked up her dribble and ends up throwing it away anyway. Here's Fitzgerald with the 6th DCG steal. And a shot on the other side is in. And that was Ella Lampy. 10-0 Mustangs.
Yeah, now 2 quick threes of give DCG more realistically what we thought the score would look like.
Well, and here's another turnover thrown away right back by DCG this time. It's Bickford, the steal for the Mustangs, and it's
I'm not sure I left
Kayla Rice.
I'm not sure I left enough room for turnovers here on my scorecard.
Well, it's a vision for last time out. We'll take it with them. Our score is 10-0 Mustangs, 2:24 remaining in the first. Inside our Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth.
Slushy, fluffy, wet, heavy. Snow comes in all kinds of forms, and none of them are fun to shovel. So take the work out of clearing your driveway with the Toro snowblower that handles them all. Choose a single-stage Power Clear that's easy to maneuver, or the 2-stage Power Clear and Power Clear HD that take on deep compacted snow without clogging. Don't let winter slow you down. Find the perfect Toro snowblower today at DeRuyter Lawn Equipment in Pella.
If you have friends or family coming to Pella, make reservations for them to stay in Pella's finest accommodations, the Amsterdam Hotel.
We have many different packages available depending on what they're looking for during their visit.
Our weekend getaway package includes flowers, chocolates, and champagne.
The Visit Pella package has tickets to the Historical Village, Vermeer Windmill, and Pella Bucks to spend around town.
And the stay and play package includes golf at Boss Landon.
Find the perfect package for your guests or yourself by visiting royalamsterdam.com for the Amsterdam Hotel on the Bollengracht in Pella.
Back inside our Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth, in case you missed it, presented by the Veterinarians at Tri-County Veterinary Clinic. 9 Eagles turnovers to just 5 so far. Kind of a high number even for DCG, but that has the Mustangs up 10-0. No offensive possessions. In fact, just 1 shot taken by PC thus far. 2. Either way, here's another one, and Terpstra will get the Eagles on the board. Nice move as she splits the gap and attacks the rim.
Well, and that's what she's good at, and that time she just kept going. They didn't stop her.
That was, in case you missed it, presented by the Veterinarians at Tri-County Veterinary Clinic in Pella. Ella Lampy on the other side knocks in a 3-pointer. It's 13-2. DCG shoots 35% as a team from 3. They'll get another steal and finish on the other side with Kayla Rice.
Chloe just ran out of time and just threw the ball wildly in, and it went right to a DCG player.
And of the Eagles' turnovers, 8 of 10 wins so far have been forced by the defense.
Yeah, they're in the passing lane. They're all over players, double teaming players, and Pella Christian's got to recognize that when that's happening, there's people wide open and they're not seeing them.
Well,
they got people wide open down the floor and don't see them.
Well, and the double teams, what makes it so effective when is they're not making contact. It's just they're just in the face of these PC players and they're not handling it. 15-2, Mustangs on top with 1:20 remaining in the first. Pella Christian basketball. Terpstra catches it left corner, dribble drive, and she'll draw foul shots.
Good job there, driving the basket, drew the contact, and gets an opportunity to get a couple points on the board for them.
Well, and at the rate of sounding somewhat offensive here, it's you talk to Coach Ingber, or I did over break, and he recognizes that there's one player on the floor that so far has shown they belong with every opponent they played with. It's Jocelyn. Everybody else is learning. Everybody else is growing, and when you've missed Emery for as much as you missed her, and even Jenna, who's not a big scorer, but just her presence and leadership on the floor with her experience, it's tough sledding. And again, we don't want to make too much of this, but you know the team on the other side of the floor could be hoisting that 4A trophy at the end of March.
Yeah, and any number of teams that Pella Christian
both, by the way,
played during the season could do the same.
1:07 remaining when 4 teams in the Little Hawkeye Conference from the top 12 in Class 4A. It's going to make for a longer year for this Eagles team. And on the flip side, when we talk about our boys matchup, it's going to be a different conversation entirely. But that boys team, of course, is experienced and wants to make a run at the 2A title. 50 seconds remaining. Shot misses for DCG. Team rebound to the Eagles out of bounds. Eagles are winning the rebounding battle 5-3. But have been doubled up in the turnover margin 10-5 so far. Faith Kakmarinsky has unfortunately been on the wrong side of a lot of these double teams, and it has taken a lot of effort for PC just to get over the half-court line, and that time it was a foul drawn. And that was number 10, Samantha York, who does not get a lot of time for DCG, but she's on the floor tonight.
Yeah, she stuck her leg out, wondered why they called the foul, but you can't stick your leg out in front of the. Jocelyn did the right thing and went right between the two defenders. She stuck her leg in front of her.
In fact, DCG is playing the depth game here. They have no starters on the floor. Drive, layup is in on the other side for Fitzgerald. Was that a turnover, sorry?
Yeah, Faith turned it over, threw it right to him. Again, she's getting herself too close to the sideline. You've got to keep that ball in the middle so that the double team doesn't. There you go, nice pass there.
Evelyn, great feed in to Genevieve Mannen, who lays it off the window and in.
And that's there just about every time there's a double team, but they just don't see it, and that time they did.
17-6, 5 seconds remaining here in the first. DCG will have the final shot. Top of the circle three before the buzzer. Will get the friendly bounce, and it's in for Kayla Rice. Count the basket. It is 20-6. All Mustangs early. Live inside our Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth.
The wipers in the car go swish, 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 swish. The wipers in the car go swish, swish, swish at Central Tire and Auto.
Winter brings slushy, sleety, icy weather that's even more annoying if your wipers can't keep your windshield clean. For tires, front-end work, their no-appointment oil change, full mechanical work on your vehicle, and the important little things like new wipers, stop and see Sean DeWard and his crew next to Walmart in Pella.
It's nice to know that the products we grow are meant for this area, not for the whole nation. That's something that a lot of seed companies can't do. Champion selects hybrids that work countywide, statewide. We have a couple products in the corn lineup that they tell us don't sell. They're meant for the dry land. They're not meant for this area. But most of them want standability. They want a product that's going to stand until December when the snow flies. We're a price competitive and product competitive company.
Learn more at plantchampion.com.
Our drive to the basket presented by Champion Seed dealer J Boat, an independently owned and regionally focused seed company that strives to build and maintain the broadest portfolio of genetics and traits. Champion Seed, they only champion the best. That one last play to Genevieve Mannen and a great pass in to find her in the open layup. But PC is on the wrong side of a 20-6 margin here as we start quarter number 2. It's Chloe Heisman on the floor along with Anna Eveland. And that's a heady play there by Heisman to throw it off the foot of the DCG player to keep the ball to the Eagles and avoid the 5 count. Also, Jocelyn Terpstra, Genevieve Mannen on the floor for PC. Here's Faith Cack over the timeline, and there's contact and a foul call.
Well, Jocelyn set a really nice screen there just across half court, and the DCG player ran right headlong into her, and the officials got the call. Jocelyn's kind of holding her jaw a little bit. I think she probably took an elbow to the jaw.
Well, and that's a foul on number 24, Fitzgerald, her first. On the floor for DCG, it's Avery Korshing, Kayla Rice, who just made the three-pointer before the buzzer. Number 44, Josie Lampy. And with the steal, there's Ellie Nelson. Nelson up ahead to Fitzgerald, misses. But the offensive rebound to DCG and Nelson after she got the steal. 12 Eagles turnovers, now the 6th for the Mustangs as Van Manen comes up with it. 20-6 with 7:30 remaining here in the second. 3 on the way for Terpstra, no good. And she's a little light on her feet.
Well, I'm not sure that was the shot that she needed. Yeah, shot she needed to take at that point. She was quite a ways back there.
She looked wobbly for a second, but now she seems to be back underneath it. I was worried about the contact that was made in that previous play. It will go to DCG on the floor. Right side to Rice. Top of the circle, Korshing. Korshing flips it left side to Nelson. Nelson back to Korshing, top of the circle. Everything on the perimeter right now for DCG. Korshing flips it left side. That's Josie Lampy. 2 Lampies on the Mustangs ledger. Korshing thought about a shot, instead puts it on the floor. 6:52 remaining, a 30-second possession already here for the Mustangs. Up 20-6 in the corner. Fitzgerald, nothing but net for 3.
Good passing around the perimeter, and Pella Christian just chasing it. She finally got a good look with no hand in her face and knocked it down.
Faith Kakmarinsky trying to dribble through this pressure. Gets it over to Jocelyn Terpstra. Jocelyn over the half-court line, and she's drawing the contact for Korshing. In fact, I think all the fouls so far by DCG have come when they've tried to attack the quick Terpstra.
Yeah.
Emma Miner back on the floor for the first time in a while. Same for Ella Lampy. and number 12, Vanessa Bickford. So the starting 5 back on now for the Mustangs. 23-6, 6:28 remaining in the second. Eagles have it near their half-court line. Screen from Kakmarinsky, and a throwaway. It's Korshing, her first steal, 13th turnover is unlucky for the Eagles. In transition, it's Lampy who's got a game-high 8 points. Ella Lampy, number 34, 25-6 Mustangs.
They just are so opportunistic. When they get the steal, they head up the floor instantly.
Joss through the double team, trying to find Evelyn, knocked out of bounds by the Mustangs.
Did a nice step through the double team there, was able to get it out, but didn't make a real great pass. Was fortunate that DCG knocked it out of bounds.
Got our first Strawver Cellular Instant Radio update of the night. I thought this game was going to be close. It is not right now. After one, it's Pella 28, Oskaloosa 6. Offensive rebound for PC. First one doesn't go, and now a board stolen away by Nelson. After Claire Vandermolen came up with the missed shot last time around, 25-6. But a bit surprised to see that large margin as Lampy knocks it in. Oskaloosa 6-2 coming into that game win, and they had beaten some and competed with some fairly quality teams, but feels like Pella's coming out on a second gear after break.
Yeah, they're getting ready to face the gauntlet of the little Hawkeye, though.
And another missed shot for PC. Bickford comes up with it. That was our first Strawver Cellular Instant Radio update of the night. Also have another one coming in after this shot for 3, misses. Offensive rebound, no good for Lampy, and it's Van Manen who comes up with it for the Eagles. Got a couple more Strawver Cellular Instant Radio updates. Panorama 16, Pleasantville 9, Centerville 9, Knoxville 8. Van Manen 3 on the way, no good. Rebound to Korshing of DCG. She goes coast to coast, nearly lays it in for a 3-point play, and she's at the line for 2 shots.
Yeah, first foul on Pella Christian, so they went a long time without fouling anybody, but unfortunately they're on the short end of a big scoreboard deficit.
First shot does not go. DCG hit 60% of their foul shots so far this year. This is their first of the night. Next one is in. 29-6, DCG, 4:50 remaining here in the second. Eagles on their off the floor have it tipped and stolen away again.
Just no ball fake to precede that, and it just made it so easy for the Dallas Center Grimes player to take it right away from Faith.
14 DCG turnovers. Bickford, right side, 3 on the way, is in. Ella Lampy's having a night, 14 points. Lampy coming in, averaging just 6 points, or rather 5.3 points per game. But she has been the open player tonight. She has 14 to lead the way for the number 6 and 4A Mustangs. 32-6 with 4:10 remaining here in the second. Another steal DCG, and the pedal is fully on the metal here for the road team. 3 on the way, that time is off the side of the backboard, but getting her own rebound was Lampy. Top of the key, 3 is no good. Rebound goes out of bounds and stays with the Mustangs. Another Strawver Cellular Instant Radio update. Top 10 showdown for conference supremacy. Indianola 11, Grinnell 4 after 1. That's all of our girls' games that are in action on our broadcast networks tonight. After the shot misses, Bickford chases it down. It stays with DCG up 32-6. Pella Christian yet to score here in the second quarter. Directing traffic is Bickford, top of the circle. Vanessa flips it left side to Emma Miner. Back to Bickford, right corner now for the Mustangs in Korshing. DCG perfectly content win with keeping it on the perimeter.
Yeah, there's no drive. There's a drive a little bit to the basket.
And they are happy milking this clock.
Well, and Pella Christian's in a zone, so they're just passing around the top, waiting until they can maybe find that seam inside. Not going to settle for the 3 at this point.
The only good news for Pella Christian is the ball down in the lane gets hacked around, and then eventually Kakmarinsky hits the arm of a DCG player. That's Ellie Nelson, who will get foul shots out of it. Trying to give Jocelyn Terpstra a bit of a breather. So DCG Again, no worry of losing this game, but PC's best player getting a break because DCG not really forcing the issue. First shot misses for Nelson.
Well, they pulled off the press, at least the last time down. I presume maybe it's all gone for the rest of this half. And Pella Christian has got to learn to move that ball on the offensive side. They missed both, and Pella Christian gets the rebound.
That was Chloe Heisman getting her mitts on it. 32-6, all Mustangs here in the first half. And then just picking the pocket of Chloe Heisman. She lost it, and then she fouled. So Fitzgerald got the possession so quickly that Heisman tried to fight for it and then kept fighting for it, and the whistle was eventually called. 4 fouls on the Mustangs, 3 for PC in the half. Pella Christian back on defense. Mustangs looking to add to a 26-point lead. 2:52 remaining here in the second. Andrew Schneider, Win Veenstra on 92.1 KRLS and the Pella Christian High School YouTube channel. Brought to you by Kinetic Edge Physical Therapy. Minor works it right side to Rice. Good give and go pass for the Mustangs. What a beautiful play there when Minor came cutting a perfect pass, leads her into the rim for 2.
Yeah, and that's why you play a zone. That should not happen. The people at the top of the zone have got to stop that before she ever makes that cut.
Here's Heinen. Heinen and a whistle and a foul. Called, I think, off the ball. That was a number 44, Josie Lampy, her second, team's 5th. Inlet is into Heinen. 2:17 remaining, 34-6. Jocelyn Terpstra circles around, loses it. Here's Claire Vandermolen. Vandermolen top of the circle, Heisman. Heisman back over to Terpstra. Terpstra scoots it out to Carly Anderson, who we haven't seen a ton of yet in this game. Anderson flips it out to Heinen. And the Eagles really only have 3 other players on their bench in rotation without Emery Agri suiting out. In fact, I don't see Emery on the sideline.
No, I don't think she's here.
She might be on a trip, too. Who knows? Winter rim's happening. We'll get it from Coach Ingbers at some point. And then a throw into the back of a DCG player, steal for Emma Minor. It's another turnover, PC 18 by my count, and 2 shots coming for the Mustangs.
Yeah, I got a lot of scratches. I can't total them that fast.
Yeah, we're somewhere in the same neighborhood. The problem is when it's not good.
No, and like I said, some of them are the fact that DCG's got a double team and Pella Christian's panicking and throwing the ball away, and some of them are just they've got their head down and they let the DCG player just come and take the ball away.
Minor averages 13 points per game, a quiet start for her so far, just 5 points after she makes the first. In case you missed it, presented by the veterinarians at Tri-County Veterinary Clinic in Pella.
They're the veterinarians.
I have an 18-6 turnover margin in favor of DCG. Second misses, rebound to Chloe Heisman. 35-6, all Mustangs under 90 seconds remaining in the half. Jocelyn Terpstra trying to find some separation out to Carly Anderson. Eagles still have not scored in the second quarter. Heisman gets stuck and then a travel. Probably could have called her for the offensive foul too, because when she got stuck, she threw that arm out when to get separation. 19 turnovers in the first half for PC.
And a lot of that's just inexperience. You just got to recognize the fact that when you got the basketball, you've got to know what you're going to do with it every time and have a plan. How do I get rid of this ball and where do I go with it?
Minute to play in the half. Fitzgerald in the corner. Rice for 3. Rims out, no.
Going to get a foul.
And a foul on the rebound as well. Heisman came down with it. And if it wasn't for the fact that DCG Win has been fairly cold offensively,
well,
this game could be even more lopsided.
They were 8 for 14 in the first quarter. They're going to be a little less than that here in the second quarter, but they're still going to be shooting right around 50% for the half.
And there's a carry.
Yep.
20 turnovers for the Eagles.
And DCG has recognized the fact that if they're going to hold Jocelyn down at all, they've got to stop her way out high. Don't let her get ahead of steam, and they're getting all over her up around the three-point arch.
On our Marion County Bank Radio scoreboard, Norwalk 15, Newton 5. DCG flashes in the lane. Out of bounds stays with DCG. Centerville 9, Knoxville 8 after 1. Pella 28, Oski 6 after 1. Panorama 16, Pleasantville 9, and Indianola 11, Grinnell 4. All those games on our series of networks. Go to KNIA-KRLS.com and click Listen Live for Iowa High School basketball. Shot misses. Terpstra runs up with the rebound, and then she'll draw contact.
Going to put her to the line, too.
Number 2, Olivia Valline. Oh, sorry. That's on Josie Lampy. That's her third.
Yeah.
So some foul trouble. 1-1 here for Terpstra. So there's been one area of concern for the Mustangs. Their rebounding margins, they've closed the gap on that. Got it 10 to 4, 5, 6, 7, about 11 for PC. So negligible in terms of the difference. Terpstra gets the first point of the quarter with 27 seconds remaining for Pella Christian, who just has 3 shots that they've made so far. Terpstra has 6 of the Eagles' 8 points, 35-8. Mustangs with 25 seconds are probably content to hold for a final shot. Or not. They'll throw it away, but I think it's a bunch of backups out there, Win. If I'm being completely honest.
Yeah, well,
who may not understand the situation as much.
They're not third string or anything
No.
like that, but they're certainly the second string and maybe a couple beyond. But they've got the athletes to be able to do it too. So,
Right.
you know,
Not to insult them, but obviously it's not the starting 5 you have in that that end game, end of quarter situation. Shot misses on the front end for Heisman. Rebound will go to DCG. And they won't get a shot off, but that won't necessarily harm the margin. Just 2 points for the Eagles in the quarter. 35-8 is our halftime score. We head to the Central Tire and Auto Radio halftime show coming up after this on 92.1 KRLS.
I'm Kathy, and this is my Kinetic Edge story. I came to Kinetic Edge after having pain and many movement issues. They took the time to evaluate my problems. They really listened to me and wanted to help me get back to living a pain-free life. I would recommend Kinetic Edge 10 out of 10. I have seen functional improvement in my entire well-being, both mental and physical, and I'm enjoying life again. If you have pain and movement issues like I did, you should call Kinetic Edge 2, 621-0230.
Hormel Foods in Knoxville is hiring. They have openings on first, second, and third shift for positions including quality control, operations, and maintenance starting at $17.85 an hour. All 9 positions will receive the shift differential. Quality control and operations will receive a 50-cent an hour increase at 3 months and an additional 50-cent an hour increase at 6 months. Employees will be offered weekly pay up to $1,000, a free 2-year college tuition, compressive benefits, paid vacation, and a 401k. Apply today at HormelJobsKnoxville.com.
We know you have choices when it comes to wireless plans for your home or business. At Strawber Cellular, we strive to be that local expert to provide all the service and expertise you need to make US Cellular your choice for wireless service. Our knowledgeable staff can provide you with everything from smartphones and tablets to home internet and security options. Choose Strawber Cellular, your locally owned authorized agent for US Cellular in downtown Pella.
If you got a mouse running through your house, call Miniga Pest Control.
Mice and other rodents will be trying to take up residence inside your warm home during this cold Iowa winter. Not only are they annoying, but they also cause damage to your home and leave behind diseases. We'll get them out and help you keep others from getting in. I'm Sean with Miniga Pest Control, and I want to kill your bugs.
Call 628-3198. Miniga Pest Control.
As a business owner, you're always looking for ways to stretch time and resources. Light and State Bank provides efficient banking solutions so you can spend time on what matters most, improving your bottom line. Whether it's saving a trip to the bank with remote check deposits or simplifying payroll with ACH processing, Light and State Bank is here to help. Give us a call today. Light and State Bank, member FDIC.
You gave your kids a new puppy or kitten for Christmas. Let's make sure we take care of him. This is Dr. Tim Yoder with Tri-County Veterinary Clinic in Pella, and we have a new puppy and kitten program that provides the attention they need. It involves physical exams, vaccinations, diets, and most importantly, information for you so that you can provide the best care for your new family member. Schedule your new puppy or kitten visit by calling Tri-County Veterinary Clinic in Pella.
They're the veterinarians.
Yes, we are. We're the veterinarians.
They take care of pets because they love them.
This is the Central Tire and Auto Radio halftime show for tires, front end work, their no appointment oil change, and full mechanical work on your vehicle. Stop and see Shonda Ward and his crew next to Walmart in Pella. Well, not a whole lot we can say here about what's happened in the first half as we'll go ahead and just start with our second half adjustments presented by the Young Door Service. DCG's the better team. They're the more athletic team. They're the maybe more prepared or experienced team, if that's the way you want to call it. They've won every aspect of this game, as we'll talk about in our stats in just a minute. But you come in and you realize if you're going to pull off the upset, you need a lot of things to go right. Unfortunately for PC, nothing has.
Yeah, the first quarter, you got to give them a lot of credit. They only allowed DCG to get one offensive rebound. That's an area they struggle in so far in the first part of the season. They was giving up way too many offensive boards. Unfortunately, DCG rectified that in the second quarter and was able to get 5 offensive boards in that second quarter. So that was not a good effort for Pella Christian. The score didn't get quite as high, but I think DCG backed off defensively a little bit on their pressure, and they also was content to just pass the ball around that top of the zone and take some time off the clock until they could get a good look and maybe attack the basket on the drive.
Well, and we think about the second half, the Eagles, I think it's a matter of giving a good account of yourself, right? And I hate to be the guy waving the white flag. This game's over at this point. There's no way Pella Christian's coming back against this kind of a margin. It's a matter of getting your head right because there are winnable games on the horizon, including Friday at Newton. You can't let what's happening against a team that could win the 4A title impact what could happen for the rest of your season, right? Whatever happens tonight, he needs to stay tonight. You learn from it, of course, but knowing that there's a very winnable stretch coming up for PC right around the corner.
Yeah, they've got basically one more really tough team to play in the Little Hawkeye Conference before the
and that's Pella coming up next
Pella
Friday.
Coming up to get through the first half, but they've got the 2 other teams left that are probably, like you say, winnable games or games that they can at least stay with and have an opportunity to make
interest. And then Knoxville in between.
And a Knoxville team in between that is also struggling somewhat this year. So, they've got some games they can win, and they just got to continue to get their confidence up. And like I said, if they could cut down on the turnovers has been big. And get, when you got more turnovers than you got shots, they only took 9 shots total in the first half.
Yeah.
And I've got them for
I've got 20.
11, 12,
somewhere
13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I've only got 19. So
well,
somewhere I missed one, but 19 or 20 either way. That should be a game total. That shouldn't be a half total. And you cut that in half and get 10 more shots, even if you only make 2 or 3 of them, at least you got to feel like your offense has got a little bit of rhythm to it. But right now, they're just not even – DCG does not allow them to get a step out at the top and drive the basket, or if the pass gets thrown to someone, they're not ready to catch and shoot. If you're going to play a quick team or a team that's going to really be able to put pressure on you, you've got to be ready to shoot in the instant you touch the ball, and Pella Christian is not doing that at this point.
Your second half adjustments are presented by the Gurus of Garage Doors at the Young Door Service in Pella.
We're the Gurus of Garage Doors, the Young Door Service in Pella.
Let's go ahead and take a look at our Marion County Bank Radio scoreboard as we have a bunch of Straw Cellular instant radio updates. Pella 48, Hosky 18 at the half, so that's continuing.
Yeah.
It's not like that got any better for the Indians. Panorama 27, Pleasantville 20 at the half, Knoxville 20, Centerville 16 at the half, and then at last check it was Indianola 11-4 after 1. And we're about to get an update, a Straw Cellular instant radio update from Norwalk and Newton, maybe. Now, we'll get to it in just a second. We'll take a commercial timeout and have more of your Central Tire and Auto Radio halftime show. Our score here, 35-8, all DCG. It's Indianola 28, Grinnell 13 at the half at the last check in there. Indianola, that's a huge game over Grinnell. We'll have more after this.
Tax time is here again. I know, it's not your favorite. But at H&R Block, tax time is our favorite time of year. It's when our tax pros get to do what they love the most, help people. By getting to know you, they can make sure your return gets done right. It's not just about numbers, boxes, and forms. It's about personal care, so you get every credit and deduction you deserve. And with an average of 10 years experience, our tax pros get your taxes done right. Just one of the many ways Block has your back.
Visit H&R Block, Pella, Oskaloosa.
If you are looking for some fantastic pork tenderloin, Wood Iron Grill has now joined the Tenderloin Trail 2.0. The Tenderloin Trail 2.0 passport is now available. Don't wait, get started today. You can get the passport by going to the website iowapork.org/tenderloin trail. Get the passport from participating restaurants or stop by the IPPA office to pick up the passport. Wood Iron Grill in Oskaloosa, home to one of the stops on the Tenderloin Trail 2.0.
Check out some of our hottest deals of the week available right now at the Hy-Vee stores in Pella and Knoxville. 5160 count Fish Market cooked shrimp are just $4.99 for a 12-ounce package. A 1-pound roll of 80/20 Jenny O ground turkey or chicken is only $2.97. And select varieties of Dole chopped or premium salad kits are just $2.88 each. Take advantage of these and other hot deals now through Tuesday, January 4th, only at your Pella and Knoxville Hy-Vees.
It's the most wonderful time of the year, and Raceway Tire and Exhaust couldn't be happier that it's here. In Knoxville, our highly trained auto experts are reflecting back on 2021 and looking forward to the year to come. From all of us here at Raceway Tire and Exhaust, thanks for choosing us to be your auto service provider. We appreciate your business and look forward to serving you again in 2022. From our family to yours, have a safe and happy new year.
Raceway Tire and Exhaust.
We got what you need
to get you on the go.
Norm Rosendahl Tiling in Monroe has been a trusted expert in the Marion and Jasper County areas for more than 40 years. They're experienced in understanding the contour of the land to identify how water management can help your farm or business, and they work with you to develop a draining solution that's right for your project using precision intake products. In addition to tiling, they install septic systems and water lines, as well as site preparation for new construction with their backhoe, excavator, and bulldozer services. Call Caritha at 259-2651 for a free estimate on your next project, or visit rosendahltiling.com.
Hi, this is Lonnie DeSwart, Petroleum Department Manager at Two Rivers Co-op, inviting you to fill up with gas at Pella's only locally owned gas station. Our Carswell location in Pella is open 24 hours a day, pumping Cenex top-tier gas, and you don't have to be a member of the co-op to use it. Next time you stop by, make sure to ask for a Two Rivers local card, because when you swipe it at the pump, you'll save 4 cents off every gallon every time you fill up. So if you're fed up with the big chains, fill up at Pella's only locally owned gas station, Two Rivers Cooperative.
This will wrap up the Central Tire and Auto Radio halftime show. For tires, front end work, their no appointment oil change and full mechanical work. Stop and see Sean DeWard and his crew next to Walmart in Pella at Inside the Numbers, delivered by Pella Fiber. Just 8 points for PC, 11 rebounds and 20 turnovers, 7 for DCG, 12 rebounds, 35 points, led by 14 from Ella Lampe. Inside the Numbers, delivered by Pella Fiber, where they've connected 1,000 families in Pella with gigabit internet speeds, but it's neighbors, not numbers, that are important. Join to get today at PellaFiber.com. 35-8 is our score here. 7:53 remaining here in the third quarter. Left side, Lampe dribbles between the circles. DCG held Pella Christian just to 2 points. In case you missed it, presented by the Veterinarians at Tri-County Veterinary Clinic in Pella. They're looking to continue that momentum here. Left side, it's Minor stepping back behind the line. DCG still an 8-point margin away from getting the continuous clock going with their 27-point lead. It's felt more lopsided at times. Hook shot from Minor rims out. Good look. Rebound to Vandermolen. Anderson, Terpstra, Kak, Marinsky, and Heisman, the other starters for Pella Christian. DCG on the floor with Corshing, Bickford, Ellen Lampe, Ellie Nelson, and Emma Minor. And that's just stolen away from Heisman. Third steal for Corshing. And another turnover before the ball goes out of bounds. Stays with DCG.
Well, and there's a case where, again, kind of a freshman mistake. Chloe picks up the ball, gets double teamed, doesn't step through, just kind of keeps spinning in spot and doesn't have an opportunity to find anybody.
And the shot is in, a three-pointer, as Corshing gets it on the catch and shoot for 3. 38-8. You're listening to Pella Christian basketball on the steal here, by the way, powered by Bank Iowa as the ball goes out of bounds. Live on 92.1 FM, KRLS, Knoxville Pella, and KRLS HD1 Knoxville Pella. Bank Iowa supporting Pella Christian and Pella High Athletics. They're donating $10 to the Booster Club for every three-pointer during every dunk, during every home game this season. Go Eagles from Bank, Iowa. Catch and shoot three on the way. No good. Tie up on the rebound. Control the PC. Do want to remind you, coming up next Friday, Pella versus Pella Christian night over at Pella High School. Make sure to bring your non-perishable food donations to support the backpack program for your favorite Eagles or Dutch athlete. And then also that night, the Dollars for Scholars will be bringing back their pork dinner. Another Eagles turnover as the ball goes out of bounds, number 22 on the night for the Eagles. That's all starting at 5 o'clock next Friday. Trevor and I will have the game for you from Pella High School on 92.1 KRLS and Pella Dutch Live. But don't forget your non-perishable food items next week to support the backpack program of Pella and to bring your dollars to support our scholarship winners from Pella, Pella Christian, and our homeschool communities. DCG ball up 38-8, 6:08 remaining here in the second. A deliberate pace here again for DCG. Vanessa Bickford, center of the lane, high off the window, no good for Nelson, but she's fouled, and she'll have two more foul shots.
Yeah, Carly got there just a little bit late, couldn't get the ball cleanly, hacked her across the arm, but she does miss the shot, so the opportunity to get a couple points at the line.
Strawver Cellular Instant Radio Update, Norwalk 35, Newton 13 at the half. That's a lopsided affair. Pella all over Oskaloosa, as we mentioned earlier tonight. And really, Indianola all over Grinnell. There's not a close game in the conference this evening. The Indianola-Grinnell one's a bit more surprising.
Yeah, I thought
one of two, by the way, for Nelson. Go ahead.
I haven't seen the Indianola girls play, of course, but
they're very good. Another turnover. Here's Corshing. It was DCG who knocked off Indianola, if I'm not mistaken, in my memory.
Yeah.
Serves me right. When they played in Grimes. An offensive rebound after it's tipped around a couple of times. Nelson comes up with it. There's our second half of the season color commentary colleague right in front of us. There's a three on the way, rims out. Mike Bukite will be joining the broadcast team for some of our road trips coming up. Faith Cack with the rebound. You may know Mike from his famous real estate business, like our broadcast booth, or as the soccer and cross-country coach here in Eagle Lane. Three misses from Jocelyn Terpstra, rebound to Lampy. Then it's knocked out of bounds by the Eagles. Jenna Van Manen checking in. 5:05 remaining in the third, 39-8.
Well, Pella Christian needs to continue to, keep the defensive pressure on. They can't get anything to go in the basket, so they got to really work it on the defensive end. What do we got? We got to travel, so turnover here to give the ball back to Pella Christian.
Just the 8th turnover for the Mustangs. Finley Fitzgerald on the floor, as is Josie Lampy. And we do have a vision for last time out. And we'll take it with them. 39-8 our score, 4:54 remaining here in the third.
A new year means exciting new changes coming soon at Lely. As work continues on the new Lely Park here in Pella, we are planning our move-in date this spring. That's right around the corner. Winter weather means you won't be seeing much work being done on the outside, but there's a lot of progress being made on the inside of the facility, and we can't wait to move our offices, warehouse, training facility, and production in just a few months. Lely Park is the future home of the North American headquarters for Lely and Pella, farming innovators.
It's volunteer season. Pella Corporation thanks those who volunteer to make our area a great place to live. It's clear that when you volunteer, you're helping others. On the job, the Pella team creates energy-efficient Pella windows and doors for homes and businesses throughout North America. And once the job is done, many Pella Corporation team members volunteer to make a difference in their communities. Let's hear a cheer for volunteers. For more information on exciting careers at Pella Windows and Doors, visit pella.com/careers.
Back inside our Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth. It's all DCG. 39-8, 4:52 remaining here in the third. Faith Cack out to Heisman. Double team. Try to get underneath to Jenna Van Manen, but it's the 4th Eagles turnover of the young half. Steal for Emma Miner. Josie Lampy Over to Ella Lampy. Lampy works it right side to Bickford. Back to Ella. Center of the lane, Minor. Minor, right-hand hook shot is in.
She got away with a travel there. Took a little hop before she dribbled the ball, but the officials didn't catch her.
2 points now stand between DCG and the continuous clock rolling. Claire Vandermolen puts up a wild jumper, no good. Rebound to Bickford. Mustangs can get that continuous clock on this possession with a 2 or a 3. Looks like Minor trying to maybe get it going there. Instead, she'll kick it out. Right side to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald top of the circle, Lampy. Extra pass in the corner. Here's Josie Lampy for 3, no. Offensive rebound, and it's in for Emma Minor, and let's get that clock rolling. That's what DCG says with 3:45 remaining here in the third. It's a 35-point lead.
Well, and really the clock has ran most of the time anyway. There's not been a lot of holding of the ball here.
That's, not a lot of stoppages either. Faith Kakmarinsky between the circles is knocked hard to the floor. Number 34, Ella Lampy. That is the first foul for DCG of the half. As Maggie Heinen in for PC, also Anna Evelyn. .302 remaining here in the third. Cack, high elbow to Evelyn. Evelyn, a dribble, kicks it out. Terpstra. Terpstra shot fake. Drives it back to Evelyn on a bounce pass. Left side, Cack. Cack, dribble drive, throws it away.
Right idea, and Maggie was in the right place. Faith saw her, just did not make the good pass to get it wrapped around the defender to get it to her where she needed to.
2:36 here in the third. Live inside our Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth, DCG with the ball and a 35-point lead. Do want to give a shout out, since we really won't have one in this game, to our sponsors from Randall Roofing and their Raise the Roof moment. Not much roof raising here, but do note that there may be one coming up later in the night. Terpstra can't get the layup to go. Offensive rebound goes to Van Manen. Eagles keep the possession down by 35. When the moment arises and it's time for a new roof, think Randall Roofing. Ella Christian has it on their half of the floor. Jenna Van Manen. Outside the circle, dribbles inside the perimeter. Back out to Heinen, left wing. Looking for Terpstra underneath, and that's stolen away, and then contact on the steal as hitting the deck was Fitzgerald for her 4th steal of the night and the 6th Eagles turnover of the half.
Yeah, they were moving the ball so nicely there for a while, but then at the last minute, Maggie made a bad choice with that pass.
When we get a moment, we'll tell you about our fan of the game presented by Delivery.com. Right side to Minor. Minor, far sideline. Here's Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald top of the circle, Rice. Kayla Rice flips it back over to Minor in the corner. Fitzgerald on the wing. Minor triggers a 3 from the corner. It's in, nothing but net. She's in double figures. It's been more of a methodical climb to her season average, but she's just 2 points shy of 13 per game. She's at 11 here tonight, 46-8, and I imagine we'll see more of the DCG depth on the other side. Minor nearly tipped and stole it. It will stay with PC. Our fan of the game.
Nope, they changed their mind. Yeah.
Never mind. Eagles' 7th turnover. Lori Parker made an order to one of our local restaurants like George's Canaritos, Yamoto, Liberty Street, Dutch Fix, and she had fresh food delivered right to her door, and she won $10. Make sure you put in your order tonight for Delivery.com to see if you're a fan of the game later this week or next. Delivery.com, perfect for game nights. 46-8 with 18 seconds remaining here in the third. DCG with a 38-point lead in the ball. And Pella Christian win is about to be held scoreless.
And the arrow.
Yes, and the arrow. And Pella Christian's about to be held scoreless in this quarter, and they will be. Fitzgerald out to Rice. Can she beat the buzzer again? The answer is yes. Kayla Rice, before the end of the first quarter and now the end of the third, has hit a 3-point shot. And that is the exclamation point on a night that's been all Mustangs. 49-8 inside our Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth.
There's a place in downtown Pella that takes you right into the heart of Amsterdam. A beautiful brick walk featuring a winding canal, a working drawbridge, and Dutch architecture providing a classic old-world atmosphere. Welcome to the Molengraat. The Molengraat is home to some of Pella's finest lodging at the Amsterdam Hotel, dining with Liberty Street Kitchen and Oriental Express, beautiful U Salon, Pella Nail Salon, the Pella Window and Door Showroom, and many service businesses. You can even take in a movie at Pella Cinemas. Good luck to our local sports teams from the Molengraat in Pella.
Dedication. To consistently provide quality products and customer service, the employees at Precision Pulley and Idler must be dedicated to their jobs so they can meet or exceed the customer's needs. This is why Precision Pulley and Idler stands behind and supports our local student athletes for the effort and dedication they show on the hardwood, wrestling mats, alleys, and throughout their school's hallways. Precision Pulley and Idler encourages our area students to combine a strong work ethic and attitude to achieve their goals this season. Precision Pulley and Idler, we keep it moving.
Live inside our Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth, Andrew Schneider and Win Veenstra on 92.1 KRLS and Pella Dutch Live, presented by Kinetic Edge Physical Therapy. If you're enjoying this broadcast of Eagles basketball, please consider a donation to keep it free. Go to PCEagles.org and click the donate button, or just click the Eagles head logo in the bottom right-hand corner of this video and hit donate to PC. 49-8. There's Finley Fitzgerald and a mix of the backups, a steal, and the second turnover of the half for DCG. Steal goes to Maggie Heinen on a night where Win, I think, 12 shots now for PC total offensively in three quarters?
So far.
That won't get the job done.
And they've only made 2 of them. That's the worst of it.
Well, shoot, if they made all 12,
it still wouldn't be.
They still wouldn't be in the game.
Yeah, even if they were threes, it would only be 36 points.
Clock is running here. 35-point Mercy roll crossed and then some. Faith Cack out to Jenna Van Manen. Van Manen right side. Down low to Evelyn, stolen away. 8th Eagles turnover of the half, number 28 of the game. Spin move by Fitzgerald. And she's at the line for 2 shots.
And that will stop the clock. And that's one area that DCG has not done very well at tonight on the free throw line. So let's see if they are going to improve upon that a little bit here.
Well, the road ahead, by the way, presented by Pella Motors, takes us on the road to Newton this Friday. Trevor and I believe Mike, right? Or are you there?
No, it's not me.
You get a night off.
At least not at this point.
We'll have to ask Mike and make sure he's still going.
Yeah.
It's our coverage on Friday of the Eagles. A couple of winnable games for sure for PC on the road at Newton. Live on the KRLS 2 stream on KNIA-KRLS.com, and I'll be with these Mustangs when they take on what should be a couple of really good games with Pella in Grimes. The road ahead presented by PellaMotors.com, where you'll drive away happy. That's the Pella Motors guarantee. Fitzgerald hits 1 of 2. It's 50-8. Jocelyn Terpstra back on the floor for PC. Here's Heinen out to Joss. Joss works it between the circles to Van Manen. Here's Anna Evelyn. Skips it out to Heisman. Heisman had an opening. Runner goes over the rim, and Josie Lampy, the rebound for the Mustangs.
At least they got a shot off.
Left side, Rice. Rice kicks it out to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald in the corner. Open 3. No. But an offensive rebound for the Mustangs. And then a foul called on the floor. Keeps the clock running with 6 minutes remaining here in the fourth. Well, on our Marion County Bank Radio scoreboard, we're flying ahead of everybody else. So let's check in on our halftime scores around the LHC. Norwalk 35, Newton 13 at the half. Indianola 28, Grinnell 13, a top 10 matchup at the half. Pella 48, Oskaloosa 18 at the half. That's your Marion County Bank Radio scoreboard. Offensive rebound for Johansson. Stays their possession. Rice throws it away. Just the 3rd turnover of the half. Number 10 in the game for the Mustangs. Jenna Van Manen gets her mitts on it. At the half-court line, it's Jocelyn Terpstra. Terpstra, dribble drive, and she'll force contact.
She's going to go to the line. So far, that's where she's gotten the bulk of her points, too.
Averaging 18 points per game. I'd be surprised if she got to that number, considering.
Well, if she keeps driving the basket, she might get a whole string of free throws like she had at that first or second game of the season. Makes the first.
Jocelyn is 65% coming into the night from the free throw line.
Well, she's 6 for 6 tonight, so she's going to improve on that.
Numbers way up. She will drop her season average, though, in points. 8 right now. DCG has a few more backups in, including Alexa Heinrich. So there's another 3 as Kayla Rice has worked her way to 11 points, mainly from beyond the arc.
Yeah, practicing from the college arc out there.
53-10. Well, the good news is when Pella Christian scored in this quarter, they were held scoreless in the third, in case you missed it, presented by the veterinarians at Tri-County Veterinary Clinic. Only had 2 points in the second. Of course, that only came on 13 shots at that point. 20 for Johansson, the rebound, and the shot is in. And that was Rice back-to-back.
Yeah.
She has 3.
Same spot. They got out there a little bit this time, but still a little late and didn't get a hand in her face.
And then a turnover. PC steal will go again to Aubrey Johansson. Here's Rice, who travels. 4:12 and counting here in the fourth. Eagles will fall to 2-7 on the year. Mustangs improve to 7-3. DCG remains undefeated in the Little Hawkeye Conference. Has seen Indianola on their home floor. I believe they'll see a much tougher test coming up both Friday and Tuesday with Norwalk and Grinnell. And contact, and Terpstra loses it. Another steal, this time Heinrichs. Works it left side. Number 10, Samantha York. And then a shot was a passing thought for Olivia Valline, and then she's fouled.
Pella Christian, I think this is the bottom end of the lineup for DCG. So Pella Christian needs to work on some things here against a little less talented players, hopefully, and maybe they can get some things to work out right.
Claire Vandermolen, Carly Anderson back in. Well, we'll see if things improve.
Oh, she missed.
But an offensive rebound, Heinrichs. Another shot went up. This time it's lost on the floor. Here's PC's Terpstra, and she'll travel. 31 Eagles turnovers in this one. Not much else that can be said.
Well,
yeah.
And not many points, just not many shot attempts, not many points. Got to take care of the basketball. You got to get attempts.
Strauver Cellular Instant Radio update. Norwalk 54, Newton 18 after 3. There's a steal for Faith Cack. Right side, Terpstra, 3 on the way. No. Looked good, but was short. Board controlled by Heinrichs. DCG down the floor with what I imagine is a mix of JV and their deeper bench. It's Valline, a senior. And a move to the lane. Shot was blocked. Or at least we'll call that a pass. Really doesn't matter at this point.
I didn't write it down as a shot. I'm going to say that Faith ripped it out of her hands as she was trying to pass it. There they turned it over, though.
Steal for Claire Vandermolen. And that shot misses wildly for Terpstra. Rebound to Johansson of DCG.
Well, I think she probably wanted the foul call there, didn't get it.
Minute 40 remaining. Clock still running. Eagles have a foul left to give. That was Carly Anderson. Another Strauver Cellular Instant Radio update. Boy, Pella just says they're not turning it off, that's for sure. 65-29 after 3. They were on pace for nearly 100. They're not going to get that tonight, but again, I thought that game was going to be a lot closer.
Well, Oski seems, like I said, you look at the record and statistically some of what they've done, they're not turning the ball over, but maybe they just haven't played anybody real good yet.
Well, Pella's, I think, qualifies. Heisman, her 4th rebound of the night with 60 seconds until this one's mercifully over for the Eagles. 56-10. Carly Anderson way off the mark on a 3. Offensive rebound. Heisman can't get the first to go, but she'll get the second to go, and she's got foul shots coming. Well, Win, I imagine what's coming up after this. Hopefully. I would be surprised if the scoreboard looked like this at the end of the one.
It won't look like this, I'm sure, but certainly should be a much more entertaining game.
Well, we got a doozy coming up Right after this, number 5 in 2A Pella Christian has the number 1 team in 3A. Now DCG, of course, leads the conference right now, but in conference, the only game they've played really so far is Indianola. They've seen otherwise the bottom 3 teams in the conference, 1 of 2 for Heisman. So we imagine a greater test, although they played Johnston and
they've played
Des Moines Christian to some really good games this year. 33 seconds remaining here in this one. We'll be sure to put a quick bow on this one in our Cabinet Design of Pella Radio postgame show, where they expand and enhance your ideas beyond your expectations. Call Mike Blum, the cabinet guy at Cabinet Design of Pella. Take a quick look at our final stats presented by the Reduff Agency and our key play and player of the game presented by Hormel Foods. Get you set for the boys game. 10 seconds remaining here. DCG has a steal. Here's Anderson. 3 seconds remaining. At the buzzer, she'll get it to go.
Well, something to build off of. One nice play at the end.
That caps what was otherwise a tough night at the gym. At least there's some smiles on the Eagles' faces going into the locker room. 56-13, your final. We'll have your Cabinet Design of Pella Radio postgame show.
Inspiration can come from anywhere. At Pella Regional Health Center, we are inspired by compassion. We believe in treating everyone who comes through our doors with the same dignity and respect we would want to receive. Let our